Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mystic Rose. Today's tarot pick a card topic is going to be what is hidden from you? What's hidden from you that you should know about? So there will be 3 piles to choose from, and you can choose using gemstones or images or some combination of the two. The choice is yours. Go ahead and go down to the timestamps down below. If you're new here and you like my vibe, please remember to hit subscribe and join this awesome tribe. I would love to have you be part of this community. To those of you who already are a part of this community, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your love and your support. Let's get started with your reading today, all about what is hidden from you. Hello beautiful souls, and welcome to your gemstone selection. For pile 1 we have the Dragon's Blood gemstone. For pile 2 we have the Zebra Jasper, and for pile 3 we have the Fluorite. Go ahead and think about which one you're most drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one, there may be messages for you in multiple piles. Go ahead and pause the video, and when you're ready to begin, we'll go ahead and get started with your reading all about what's hidden from you. Hi Group 1, I'm really excited to do your reading for you. If you chose the Dragon's Blood gemstone or image 1, you're in the right place for your pick a card reading. I'm going to connect with Spirit, and then we're going to get started on what is hidden from you. Spirit, please be here with me now. Help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to Group 1, all about the questions at hand, and please speak through me as you always do, and please bring in light, peace, positivity, and protection. Thank you, Spirit. Today I'll be using the Mythos Tarot. I really like this deck because it combines tarot and mythology, Greek mythology. So it's kind of cool. It gives it kind of more depth and more richness in my opinion, and each card has more of a story because of it. So Spirit, what is hidden from pile 1 that they really need to know about? We're going to do different aspects. We're going to start with we'll get into like your love and relationship, what might be hidden from you in your love and relationship area of your life, family and friendships. We're going to start off with the mental and emotional clarity. Then we're going to move into like the career, finances, abundance, and your spiritual path and intuition. And we're even going to look at your shadow work and self-discovery, your life path, and your future. So definitely stay tuned for all that and lots of different aspects that we are looking at. I will be doing spirit talk at the end as well, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be where I will be. It's almost like picking up a telephone and calling spirit on the phone, almost in a way, and like just delivering messages to you that way. It's really in depth. But here we are starting with the Knight of Swords. All right, let's get a couple more. We have the Two of Wands and the Temperance. Now let me get some clarifiers. We have the King of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Devil. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck is the Star Energy. The bottom of the deck energy is the Star card. So when it comes to like your emotional and mental clarity, what's hidden from you, what emotions are you unaware of right now? What is your shadow self trying to tell you, or what emotional wounds are still unhealed and maybe affecting you without you realizing it? Is that you are carrying around something subconsciously here that you thought that you conquered, or you thought that you were over it. You may have said, you know what, I'm so over this, it's so done, I'm moving on from that. And then, you know, you did move on, but like there's still something here that is upsetting you or bothering you that should probably be resolved. And if you can, maybe do some shadow work. What it is revolving around some people that you know, they came into your life. Maybe you were born into a family like that was kind of not good for you. Well, good to help you grow, but not a positive vibing family. The point is like, you're still harboring something here, and there's some kind of need to heal. You've healed a lot, but like there's something here that needs to heal to bring you back into balance, because there is a King of Swords, which is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant individual. There's also Capricorn or Scorpio here. And then there is a Knight of Swords, which is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And Temperance stands for, what is it? Sagittarius. And the star stands for Aquarius. So you're still kind of carrying around something here from these people, and there's something that needs to be healed that you're kind of unaware of. So what is it, Spirit, that they are unaware of that they really need to heal? I'm going to use the light seers for this. What is it that they really, really need to heal, Spirit? There's something karmic going on here. Something that almost makes you feel like maybe somebody is trying to like send you bad energy. It almost feels like somebody here is trying to block your blessings, or somebody here is trying to send you bad juju, and there's a need to protect yourself more, do more protection, like rituals and stuff like that, because it looks like there's like people that you had some karma with that have come back into your life, that have, you know, from previous lifetimes, you've connected with them. Maybe you were born into families where there was karma there, okay? And maybe this is all being revealed to you now. Maybe this is something that you've always wondered about, but what Spirit and the cards are saying is that somebody has been trying to keep you in a low vibrational space with the Five of Pentacles. Somebody's been wishing bad things upon you, or like sending you bad juju, which is so not good. And you really need to do some clearing and protect yourself. It could be one of these signs that I mentioned: Aquarius, Capricorn, or Scorpio, or a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person. Okay. And then Temperance is Sagittarius. So Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. So that's what we've got here. Somebody's trying to send you some bad juju, and you may have thought too that like you were over this person, and that may very well be for most of you that you're over it, but there's something here still that needs some resolution. And there's some of these people from your past that are not over you. You may be over them, but they're not over you. And there's still like checking in on you, looking to see how you're doing, spying on you. They do compare themselves to you a lot. I'm sensing too jealousy here. Like, there's somebody here who like almost like wants to like destiny swap with you, or somebody who wants to be like you. It's, if they could trade places with you, they would. And there could be somebody here who's dabbling in negative things, negative energies and things like that. And I don't think it's you. I feel like it's one of these people. You could have been, maybe you used to be in a coven or something. If you were and you left this coven, this would definitely be those people who are still trying to like sabotage you, or, and it's almost like, why haven't they moved on from this? Why can't they let this go? But there's somebody that's not wishing you well, and Spirit is saying like, be aware of it and protect yourself that much more. You are protected. Claim that. You learned so much from this experience, even though it was difficult, either being born into this family or being in this friend group who it ended up, you know, being bad. Or maybe this was an ex-lover, or, you know, ex-friend, whoever this may be, but it's like whoever this is who you've left in your trail. they're basically like really reeling still. Like they're not over it, and they're still like looking at you, looking for you where they go. Like they're going out in public and looking for you. I feel like too, like they're getting nightmares. They're dreaming about you, and they could be trying to send you like bad vibes. So definitely protect yourself and your aura every day. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Now, let's go ahead and see, as far as like love and relationships. Whoa. Spirit wants to talk to you about this. So we have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Coins. Those two flopped out in reverse. Somebody is not happy. So when it comes to your love life, what is hidden about your, either your current relationship that you need to see, or if you're not in a relationship, are there unspoken feelings between you and somebody else? What are you not understanding about how you're showing up in the area of love? What hidden fears are blocking you from deepening intimacy? And what is being kept from you in your love life? There's two people here that are not happy. We've got a fire sign and we've got an earth sign, and this could be exes, this could be your current partner. Somebody here is just not happy. Could even be you if you're a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But when they come out, they're on their head and they're not happy. You know, when they're on their head, they're just not happy. Whoever this is, they're under a lot of pressure. All right. And I feel like this, at least one of these could be an ex. What you're not aware of is that somebody heavily influenced this Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. There was somebody influencing this person, somebody who was like somebody that they looked up to. Wow, they really betrayed you, and that's hidden from you. They never really told you that they, oh my goodness. Okay, so what I'm getting is that this whoever this was, this could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person, had a lot of like attraction for you, and they had a high drive for it, and they also had a wandering eye, and also they had like friends that were encouraging that, and they may have had like either they were the fire sign and their friend was a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or the other way around, but like they had somebody in their life that was like trying to like almost like encourage them to do bad things, okay? And that was hidden from you. Or this could be a current energy that's going on now if your partner is one of those signs that I mentioned, but like there's a bad friend here that's trying to influence this person to either like cheat or something like that, or be like, hey, check out the rack on that girl, you know, like different things like that, like to get your person to look at other women, if you know, or take it how it resonates, or to check out other guys or whatever, however that applies to you. But like there's a bad friend here, and so protect, you know, if this is your person, like talk to your person about that. Be like, okay, what's going on with, you know, your friend Joe or whatever. Like, you know, is Joe trying to get you to like look at other women or what? Or like, I don't know, like I would definitely ask about it. I would definitely like, maybe you don't want to come across as sounding like jealous or whatever, but you have a right to know. It's definitely worth at least like listening whenever this friend comes around to see if there's red flags or whatever. This is not a good friend for your person. If this is a past person, then this is done. It's in the past. We have the Devil, so Knight of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is either a current person or an ex that you were involved with in the area of love and romance. This person had some addictions that you weren't aware of, or they currently do have addictions that you're not aware of with the Devil here. We have the Sun. So basically, all right, so basically what I'm getting from that could be a Leo, and Scorpio too, together, I feel like this is saying a couple different things. Let me get a clarifier here. Okay, this could have been a twin flame, or this could be a twin flame connection, maybe a little bit arduous. Five of Cups could have had you feeling kind of, oh, like this could have been something that you felt unloved here or grieving because of this. So this sounds like this made you sad, or is currently making you sad. Maybe you separated from a twin flame, and you're sad, or you're currently having issues with a twin flame and you're sad about it. And this person, they could be suffering from addictions. Now, addictions don't have to be just, one thing. It can be, like maybe somebody might have like an addiction to focusing their energy too much on watching certain types of content. Okay, if you know what I mean. I can't really say that on here on this platform, or it could be gambling, or escaping reality somehow, whatever that is. But this person, what's hidden from you is they like to escape reality. Makes them happy to escape. And also, what you may not know is to the extent to which this person suffers from like a feeling of like grief and sadness and abandonment, and they feel unloved. They might have grown up with a lot of toxicity, but this feels like a twin flame kind of thing. But like, one person's okay, one person's doing okay, the other person's not doing okay. So if you kind of feel like you're doing okay, then this is the other person who's not doing okay. And then it could be the other way around too, that like you're kind of on your head about it and this person seems like they're doing okay. But it's like one person's doing better here, one person's doing fine, and the other one's either dabbling in some kind of addictive behaviors or negative behaviors, or somebody here's very negative with a negative mindset. But it's like this feeling of locked out of heaven here, and that's what's going on. That could be a current thing or past thing, but that's what's hidden from you. Interesting. Let's move on, okay? This is good. I'm enjoying this. I hope you are too. When it comes to family and friendships, Spirit, what is hidden in their family dynamic that is affecting them currently? Are there any ancestral patterns or generational trauma that they're carrying? Are there any unspoken truths that exist between them and their family members or friends? What role do they play unconsciously in their family or friend group? What is not being said that they need to hear, Spirit? There's something here that's troubling you or somebody, because we have Phobos here with the 9 of Swords. We have the 10 of Swords. So you may have had some serious issues with your friends or family. Like, you may have stopped talking to some of your family members because it was just too hard. Or some friends, you might have had to leave them behind because it's like with the 4 of Cups, you were feeling like they were very uncaring to you, and that gave you a lot of anxiety. All right, so what you don't know is that, what is hidden? You were the caretaker. You were the caretaker. And you were the teacher. So you were playing a role of a teacher. You were sent to them to teach them something. And these people are people that are poor in spirit. Spirit is saying they're poor in spirit, and that makes them anxious. They have no rest. They get no rest. They have no peace of mind. You taught them everything you could, and then you had to let them go because it looks like it was too painful here, and you played the role of a martyr. Now you're feeling abundant because you've broken free from it. You're actually being blessed because you've taught so many of these people that you've disconnected with. Your blessings are here for you. They're coming through for you. And you may not have even realized that it's a result of almost like some kind of karmic thing, that you've been putting out so much good, and you've gone through so much leveling up, and you've gone through, like, you've healed and been an instrument of peace and spiritual leadership so much to the point where like you really are getting blessings with the 10 of coins here, and you've been surrounded by people that just didn't seem caring or didn't match you, and the whole purpose for it was you were like a soul teacher for them. You were like a soul doctor. Okay, 6 of Wands and the Magician. What's hidden from you is that one of these people was trying to do like dark magic on you or something, which is, not good. Obviously, if somebody's doing that, it's going to come back on them, and it takes a lot of effort to do that. But if somebody's trying to do that, that's backfiring on them. Okay, and that's what is hidden from you, is that this person, that's why they got the locked out of heaven card, that's why they got the 5 of coins, is because their magic, if they put like bad stuff on you, it backfired on them, and now they're poor, not just poor of spirit, but they could be suffering in illness, mental or physical. They could also be getting back everything they sent you, but times 3, and so they're suffering, really suffering here. Okay, because your guides are very powerful and they are protective of you. So don't mess with, it's like, don't mess with me. Don't try to send bad juju my way, or my guides are going to take care of that, and you aren't going to like it. Okay. So you need to hear that you're protected, and all this pain served its purpose, and now you're reaping the benefits and the blessings, while your haters are getting their karma, basically, what was coming to them, what was owed to them, because they had a choice and they didn't choose love and light. They chose something else that wasn't good, and they were supposed to get they were given a choice, and they did not take the right choice or the correct path. All right. So as far as their career, any blind spots or hidden talents or career-related obstacles that you want to bring through, what is hidden from them in their career and purpose? What are they not seeing about their current job or current path? What is blocking them from fully stepping into their purpose? It looks like here that what you do for a living is okay, but it doesn't give you like a great sense of fulfillment or passion. Spirit is saying something about saving up your money. Save more, spend less, invest. You may want to think about investing. You gotta invest your energies into something you love with the Lovers. Something that's going to make you feel connected. Something that's going to make you feel excited. Something that's going to help you, to motivate you to get up out of bed in the morning. And, when you lay your head down at the end of the day on your pillow, it's going to make you feel like you've accomplished something, that you're doing something for yourself, for the planet, for the whole consciousness, the collective. Knight of Cups. This is about loving what you do. I mean, we got the Lovers, we got all these cups. That's about like loving what you do, doing what you love. There could be somebody here who's going to help you in this area, who's a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant individual. Somebody here is to be aware of would be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn person. In your dealings, be careful with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant individual, because this person may end up screwing you over or something like that, or giving you bad advice. And then another helpful person would be another water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. So you got some help here, or some good clients. If you're somebody who deals with clients, watch out for a negative or bad exchange with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Just be careful, and look for an increase of good and positive clients as soon as you are following your heart and not ignoring what your heart is telling you to do. Okay, you're going to be blessed the more that you do that. With the Wheel of Fortune on your side, that's the good luck. So as long as you listen to your heart, you're going to be getting, lots of abundance, good luck, fortuitous things happening to you in your career sector. Now with the Two of Swords, that can be about confusion, so, and inability to make up your mind about something. So whenever you need to go within and make up your mind, make up your, make a decision, you can always ask for, help from the divine to help you to choose what, how to follow your heart and what's your best path. Rainbow Aura Quartz is a really great stone. This is the Rainbow Aura Quartz. You can get this on anywhere, probably any esoteric shop, or maybe even Amazon probably would sell these, but like, they're great for helping you make a decision. Actually, you can hold on to it. You can hold it up to your third eye. You ask the question and then you'll get your answer. Okay. It helps for decision making, helps you to get in tune with your heart and your intuition, and helps you to make an intuitive, wise decision. So if you're not really quite sure, like let's say you have 2 different job offers or opportunities and you're not quite sure what to do, you may want to consider doing that. Because you got to search your heart to find out what is best for you. But you will be financially abundant and blessed as long as you follow your heart, okay? And release the need to please other people or that kind of thing. Now, what is hidden from them on their spiritual journey? What intuitive messages are they ignoring or misinterpreting? What spiritual gifts are they not fully using? And what unseen forces are influencing them at this time? There's definitely, like, your spirit guides want to tell you something. You've got a couple of spirit guides here that want to talk to you and get your attention, and they are actually trying to guide you in your career sector too. And I see that they're also here. What they want is to communicate with you, and they want to give you a sense of recognition for all you're doing, all your hard work. They also want to tell you that you have good news up ahead. And also they want to tell you that spiritually, you're on the correct journey, you're on your correct path, and these are the messages that you may not be ready to hear, is that you're on the right path, and you're about to be blessed. And holy cow, look at that. As I said that, we got that again. That's for good luck, 777. So yeah, you're being blessed. Your guides want you to know that, and they've been trying to get your attention to tell you that and to claim it, because you're creating your reality. We got abundance and the Wheel of Fortune. You can't get better than that. And we got the 7 of Coins, which is for investing, okay, and mastering, not mastering, success, okay. It can be about hard work and success. So you will be rewarded. Your guides want you to know that you're going to be rewarded for everything you've been doing, and you're on the right spiritual path. If you can blend and weave your spiritual path, your spirituality with your job, that's the best thing to do, even if it's just for extra money on the side or just for, just for fun. But yeah, because there's spiritual gifts that you're not fully using right now, and that you may be kind of pushing down because either you don't have the time, but this is the card for ignoring things. So you have spiritual gifts that you haven't cultivated yet. And some of you are being called to get on the World Wide Web, put yourself out there, either be a blogger, be a YouTuber, or something like that, and share your story. But you may not be ready for that yet, but this is like a calling card here, okay? You're being called to something. Now, when it comes to shadow work, what part of themselves, what's hidden from them? What part of themselves have they disowned or rejected? What is their ego hiding from them, from their conscious mind? What fear or insecurity is ruling their life from the shadows? What truth are they resisting about their own nature? And what are they not ready to face but they need to? This might get really real here, so just Trigger warning, I don't know what's going to come out. Lovers. Okay, what about the lovers? There's something here you are ignoring about either love, in the area of love. Now the Six of Cups is paired with it. Six of Cups is about nostalgia, so thinking back on things. It can be about reunions. It can be about soulmates. So what do we have here about this soulmates and stuff like that? King of Cups, you could be thinking a lot about a love offer. You could be thinking a lot about apologizing to somebody, getting somebody to either, here's what it is. You're either doing one of two things. You either want to, what you're not aware of, your subconsciously, is that this is driving everything you do. Either you want to reconcile with somebody really badly, and you may not be fully aware of the extent to which you miss somebody pretty bad from your past, and you want to apologize, or you're just wanting love so bad, a partner that you can really exchange. You could be really wanting a twin flame. You may be really wanting to reunite with a twin flame or bring a twin flame to you, and that may become a driving force. And there could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries here too that's on your mind that you may be either worried about or that you're wanting. That could be a sun, moon, or ascendant. And also we have the Two of Swords, so this could be causing you a lot of confusion. And it could be affecting your spirituality, maybe stealing your peace. It may be stealing your joy because you're wanting this so bad. And and then what Spirit is saying is, try not to be so caught up in it, because when it's time, when it's divine timing, it'll be there for you. Okay? Don't be so caught up in when will we reunite, or when will I find my love, or is this a twin flame, or is this a soulmate? I just heard there's too many questions, and to try to focus on like being grateful for what you have now, and the rest will come into place when it's meant to be, and to focus on the gratitude for what's here and now, and for who is around you here and now, and how can you best serve others and yourself and be happy in the moment now, instead of almost like obsessing, okay, or thinking about it a little too much. Okay, so these are good. This is a long reading. I don't really have as much time as I usually do for names and such, but I do want to get some confirmation, so I'll put these out here. And we've got a Leo, Libra, Cancer, and Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, Cancer sign, the 13th, the 6th, the 3rd, and the 6th. So 2 6s. Whoa, we got... Ended on a 9. So that would be September. So we have the 9th of any month, the 12th of any month. We also have the 13th of any month, the 6th of any month for a birthday, the 18th. The 21st, we also have a September, March, and June birthday. Okay? September 9th, September 3rd, September 6th, September 13th, or any day in September. March 3rd, March 9th, March 6th, March 13th, or any day in March. June 6th, June 13th, June 3rd, June 9th, or any day in June. Let's get a few names. Somebody here could really like jazz music, because I am hearing that song, They All Laughed. They All Laughed at Christopher Columbus. So somebody here could like jazz music. I think it's like Ella Fitzgerald, They All Laughed. It's a great song. I'm hearing the name Lisa. Oh, and by the way, I might say your name here, or first, middle, or last name, some names of people you know. If you don't hear your name being called, look here to see if you can find your initials or the name spelled out. If everything's there except one letter, it still counts, and you can duplicate letters if you need to. I heard Tristan, Kirsten, Julissa, Julie, Judah, Giuseppe, Binta, Rima, Reba, Devin, Davon, Brittany, Bonnie, David, Delaney, Quantavius, Octavius, Percy, Priya, Prisha, Iris, Aurora, Elodie, Melody, Leonie, Atlas, Hazel, Graham, Kelly, Sean, Sheena, Kim, Celeste, Adeline or Addie, Cooper, Benji, Ben, Tyler, Taylor, Maurizio, Neil, Nolan, Robert, Trenton, Trent, Vinny, Vince, Danny, Daniel, Daniela, Josh, Marley, Marlo, Merlot, Tony, Dominic, Yannick, Paul, Philip, Rashi, Jose, Ortez, that could be somebody's last name, Evelina and Kyrie, Pierre, Eddie, Dante, Scott, Jamie, or Jimmy, Mochi, Aiden, Carly, Ricky, Marcus, Solomon, Rita, Jesse, Zelly, that's a cool name, Newman, Numani, Alec, Roy, and Sharon. Okay. So go ahead and play a little spiritual Scrabble if you want to. That's really fun. Like I'm seeing rig, big rig. Somebody here could be a truck driver. Okay, somebody here could be a buyer. Somebody could be in New York, living in New York or NYC. Bet. Somebody here could like to gamble or buy scratch-off tickets. Somebody could have jury duty coming up here. Jury, or you could be a lawyer. Bingo. Somebody here likes to play bingo. Somebody here likes fashion or design. Okay. Sing. Somebody could be a singer. All right. So anyways, your support is what keeps the channel thriving. I do appreciate you. Every time you like, comment, and subscribe, you're helping this channel and this community to grow and flourish. So thank you so much for being a part of this. If you enjoyed today's video and you know somebody who might like it too, feel free to share it. And remember, you can watch as many piles as you felt drawn to. If you're interested in a personal reading, you'll find all the details in my description box or on my website at www.mysticrosepsychic.com. My readings are affordable and I love to connect with you all. I cannot talk. You may have heard about my Patreon community where I offer 2 exclusive weekly readings, including spicy love readings, romance, gossip, beauty, and deeply spiritual topics. You even get to suggest and vote on weekly topics, plus you'll gain access to a growing library of hundreds of past readings, all starting at only $3 a month, so less than a cup of coffee. So if that sounds exciting, check out the link in my description box below. I'd love to have you join. And also, if you haven't yet visited my sister channel, Mystic Rose Tarot Collective, it's all about love and romance. Be sure to check it out and subscribe over there too if you like the content. I'd love to see you there. A heartfelt thank you to every one of you who watches, likes, comments, and shares my videos. And a special thanks goes out to my Patreon members and my channel members. Your support means so much to me. If you'd like to contribute, you can become a channel member for only $5 a month or check my description box for other ways to support the channel. Donations are never expected, but they do truly help me to continue and create and bring to you more tarot content. I'm so grateful to have you here. Stay beautiful. And until next time, take good care. Bye. Hi, beautiful souls. If you're here because you chose the Zebra Jasper or Image 2, you're in the right place for your pick a card reading. We're going to be taking a deep dive look into what is hidden from you. And we're going to get into many different aspects, including your mental and emotional clarity, love and relationships, what is hidden from you and your friends and family aspect, career and purpose, finances and abundance, and your spiritual path and intuition. I'm really excited. Let me go ahead and connect with Spirit and we can begin. Spirit, please be here with me now. Help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to Group 2 all about the questions at hand. Please speak through me as you always do. Please bring in light, peace, positivity, and protection. Thank you, Spirit. Today, I'll be using the Mythos Tarot. Spirit, when it comes to the mental and emotional clarity, the mental and emotional clarity of my group 2 here. What is hidden from them? What emotions are they suppressing or they're unaware of right now? Let's get into that first. What emotions are hidden from them? What are they suppressing or what do they need to face? And what hidden beliefs are influencing their decisions right now? We have the Ace of Cups, and why do we have that, Spirit? Wow. 10 of Coins. What else, Spirit? 5 of Swords. Ten of Wands. The King of Wands and the Knight of Cups, and the shadow energy is Justice. Now this is, when it comes to what emotions are you suppressing or you're unaware of right now? By the looks of it, you're working really hard and you're putting a lot of energy into like things that matter when it comes to earthly stuff, like making money, you know, paying bills, stuff like that of the earth. Or maybe you're learning a new skill. But something that's hidden from you is that you may be ignoring your intuition, and your intuition is calling for you to kind of get more in touch with your intuition and maybe take at least 5 minutes a day for meditation, because what I'm getting here is that you could be ignoring something very important for your spiritual life when it comes to like your mental and emotional clarity. There's something you're not seeing, and it has to do with that you're maybe not as much in balance as you should be, because maybe you're working too hard, and you are perhaps even fighting with yourself over this. Maybe you'd like to have more time to put into your spiritual self, and maybe also there's things that you need to be aware of from your subconscious, like hidden emotions or things you've pushed down. Those things are going to come up if you've been fighting something, if you've been really working hard to like push something down so that it's not going to bother you. Things that, you know, bothered you in the past, but like maybe you kind of thought you were over. It would have to do with probably love, or you feel that somebody owes you an apology and they never gave it to you. Or you want a love offer so bad. So if you're waiting, if this could be something that you're really not fully aware of, but some of you are waiting for an apology, okay? Because somebody really did you wrong. Somebody could have either stolen from you or tried to like steal something or precious of yours, or like try to this could be anything. I'm getting like this could be somebody, trigger warning here, this could be a family member who tried to have great influence over another family member to kind of turn against you. You may have thought that you were kind of over this, but this is still kind of like affecting you in some subconscious way, that this person, like, they might have said they were sorry or they never said they were sorry, but either way, even if they did say it, they're not believable. Like, you don't believe this person is very sorry. And also what you're really not fully aware of is that you have a wealth of spirituality inside of you and spiritual gifts that you really haven't fostered, because you haven't been either spending time doing this, or you might not have had faith in your abilities, or maybe you've had too much stress going on or work. But there's something here. This is all affecting you. You could be craving love to the point where like it's all consuming. Love or relationships, maybe you're craving that so bad that it's consuming a lot of your mental space and it's taking away from like your spirituality. You could also be watching a lot of movies or consuming a lot of like things online instead of going within for spiritual answers, for spending time with your angels, your guides, the creator, however, whoever you, I guess, whatever verbiage you want to use, but like getting in touch with your spirituality. And you could have a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries on your mind. This could even be somebody who you look up to, that you may be watching their videos quite a bit, or you could be, this is somebody you look up to quite a bit. This could be somebody who you are trying to learn something from. You're trying to learn either how to make more money or things of the earth. I see you investing your like energy and time into things of the earth lately. Whereas your heart wants you to spend time on really nurturing your spiritual side and getting very clear with yourself about what you want and need out of life. And it's almost like if there's any emotional wounds that are unhealed, they are still affecting your behavior, because it looks like here you might have been fighting them at one point and like pushed them down. And maybe it's something that you could talk to a trusted friend about this, or journaling, writing it down. That's a good way to get it off your chest too, writing it down. Okay, but there's something here that is still kind of bothering you when it comes to either maybe somebody who did you wrong in love, or somebody who did you wrong as like a family member or a friend. But there's still some hurt there, some residual hurt that is affecting you, and you may be focusing on earthly things too much, and it's affecting your spirituality. And as far as like the clarity, you may be feeling blocked. Okay, your intuition may be feeling blocked. Now, when it comes to love and romance and relationships, what is hidden from them? Now, if you're in a current relationship, let's take a look at that real quick. And then we'll go on from there to see, like, for those of you who are not in a relationship, but if they are in a relationship, what is hidden in their current relationship that they need to see? That there's a need for balance. That there is also, like, your person, they think that you are very special, and they see you as having angelic qualities and traits. And this person sees you as somebody who's, working on yourself all the time, trying to be the best version of yourself possible. You are really, really, really quite determined to be your best self, and you inspire this person, okay? But there is some kind of need for balance. Maybe the two of you need to spend more time together, or this person is craving more quality time together. It's like this. What Spirit is showing me is like two people living in a house, but one's like in a different room and one's in the other room. And they could be in the same room, but they're doing different things and they're not really connecting. So if you are in a coupleship type of relationship, coupledom, I don't know, whatever you call it, if you and another person live together, okay, and you spend a lot of time either in different rooms and not really connecting, or you're in the same room but you're both on different devices or whatever, and you're not really talking and having that deep connection, then there's a need for that. And your person, they're craving it, but they don't know how to articulate it. And the Eight of Swords here is it's about dishonesty and betrayal and running away. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the wrong one. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. The Eight of Swords is not about that. It's about self-imposed restrictions. Okay. I was thinking of the Seven of Swords. No, the Eight of Swords is about restrictions and isolation and self-imprisonment. So it's almost like you already kind of know this, that your person wants more time. It's about like finding that time to connect, or finding a way to connect and what to say. And there could be some trouble in paradise, okay, from what the cards are saying here as well. There could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or somebody here could be acting a little bit cold, distant, and there may be fighting too. Maybe this person and you don't see eye to eye about something, because we do have the Five of Wands, and this person, they don't want to fight, but sometimes they just do. And also, if you do not have somebody, what's hidden from my single people here that's looking for love? Five of Swords. Okay, so that can be about bullies, thieves, violence, and abusive relationships. Dang. You'll want to avoid those. Please, please. You need a more loving... You need to step away from, like, the cards are saying you need to step away from that kind of negativity where there's competition or, like, you know, too much craziness, too much fighting, too much toxicity, backstabbing, gaslighting, and stuff like that, and move into the light with somebody who is in touch with their emotions, somebody who is actually quite mature for their age, somebody who's on your same level and wants the same things, and somebody who's going to treat you right, somebody who, what's hidden from you is that there is your perfect other half out there. And with the Lovers card, it's almost like giving like a twin flame union or reunion here that maybe will surprise you, with possibly a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or a water sign. So fire or water here. Okay. Gemini, or we have Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or we have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We also have a Knight of, or a King of Coins. So that's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're going to have a choice too. You also have, holy cow, something that's hidden from you is you have more options than you're aware of, and you're not even aware of it. See how she's blindfolded? You're not even aware of it. That you have more options than you even know. And there is a twin flame also that is out there for you. Your other half. It's like your other half, but you've got several people here that you could choose from. And you may not even be fully aware of it, but there's a lot of people vying for your attention. And so we have an earth sign, we have a water sign, a fire sign, and an air sign. Wow. Okay. So there's a lot of admirers, or a lot of admirers coming in. What hidden fears are blocking them from deepening their intimacy, if any? Two of Coins, so notice how it looks like his head's in the clouds. It's almost like he can't see clearly. Sometimes it might be hard for you to see things as they are, or to be grounded. And also you may be in your head a lot, weighing your options, thinking with your head instead of like feeling with your heart and thinking with your head. Like maybe like what this gives me is like, yes, it's good to be analytical about it, but also like, what does your heart say? And I'm hearing that song, listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. So that could be for somebody out there. But like, Two of Coins. So what is blocking you from deeper intimacy would be that maybe it's hard for you to get out of the headspace and into the heart, or out of the headspace and into the heart space, so that you can have like a heart-to-heart conversation. Maybe you've been hurt, and in order for that to happen, maybe you need somebody, you may be holding on to, like, you may need somebody to apologize to, or like you may need to understand why you're feeling a certain way, and you may be waiting for someone else to like do a little bit more effort, put a little bit more effort in before you feel vulnerable enough to express your heart. Okay, maybe you don't want to do that, or you're not comfortable expressing your, bearing your soul in front of somebody when you don't feel like they're even in it. It's like, are you in it or are you not in it? Are you in or are you out? Okay. When it comes to family and friendships, what is hidden in their family dynamics that affects them? Are there any ancestral patterns or generational trauma that they're carrying? Eight of Coins, Four of Wands, Five of Wands, Queen of Wands. Okay, so there's a mother figure here who's very, like, pushy, and this could be your mother, but whoever this is, they could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. They could also have Virgo in their chart, somewhere prominently in their big three, but this person, and this person, I'll tell you, they could be your mother or an older sibling or something, but they are, I'll tell you, they got a bad energy, and they like to fight. They like to always be right. They are bossy and interfering. They're pompous. They're patronizing, and they're intolerable. This could have been your parent growing up or something like that, or like I said, an older sibling. This is really unfortunate. You also have here somebody here who is a straight up liar, who is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who has affected you. This could have been a friend that you're no longer talking to. I hope this person isn't still in your life because they are outright liar. Like, both these people here are not very good for you. So one is a straight up liar. The other one is sneaky, controlling. You wouldn't be able to trust either of these. And you could have an ex here too that falls under one of these categories of either being a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. But whoever this is, there's somebody here who's very, like, money hungry, greedy, liar, and they like to gossip. They love to gossip about people behind their back. This could even be some friend that you had a negative experience with in the past or presently. Because this is about family and friendships. This kind of affects you more than you think. This person here gets bored easily. They may even change their style a lot, change their hairstyle a lot, change their hair color a lot. They're very superficial. They act fake. They're inconsistent. One minute they're this way, another minute they're that way. One minute they're your friend, the next minute they hate you. It's like love, hate. Oh, I love pizza. Oh, I hate pizza. I don't know. It's just like they can't make up their mind. Nervous, tense energy, immature. Okay. So also I just heard this person could, one of these people could be a cerebral narcissist. So that is coming up. But then there's you. You're very sweet. You were born into some kind of toxic ass family, and look at you. You're just very sweet. You are mastering yourself all the time. You're mastering your gifts, your spirituality. There's things about you that there's even more to unlock and uncover, but you always want to strive to be your best self. You could be being called to step into some kind of spotlight here where you're going to help others, to teach others in some way. I do see you kind of being like highlighted. You are like a rose between all the thorns here amongst you, the people from your past and any negative people that are still in your present moment awareness. You are the rose between the thorns. Okay, let's see. So you were born into, you're like an earth angel that was born into a toxic ass family. You're breaking ancestral patterns, generational trauma. What kind of generational trauma are they carrying or have they let go of? Poverty. So you've let go of, there was like a generational trauma or generational pattern, ancestral pattern of like poverty in your family, and maybe even mental illness or physical illness, ailments, diseases, bad luck with the Five of Cups here, and you have conquered all that. So good for you. That's amazing. You have conquered all of that. If you are working on that, no worries, because you're going to be given a lot of help behind the scenes to overcome this ancestral pattern, and you're going to break this curse. This like it's like a curse. It's a family pattern, and yeah. So let's go ahead and see like what role do you unconsciously play in your friend groups or in your family? What role do you unconsciously? You're the lover. So you're always wanting to make sure other people are okay. You're always wanting to make sure other people's needs are met. You fall in love with people fast, and you're like, I could see you being like the coordinator, like the caretaker, somebody who always remembers people's birthdays, anniversaries. You're always the one to like either give a gift or say something verbally to somebody. You always are thinking about other people, so you definitely play the role of a lover and somebody who really nurtures and takes care of others in your family and your friends groups. You are the one that is probably the one that takes all the photographs to capture the memories or journals about things. You are the one that is the scrapbooker of the family or your friend group. Like maybe you keep like the stubs to tickets from concerts and different things like that for scrapbooking, airplane tickets, little thoughtful notes that you like to give to your friends and family. Just shows that like you're the one who's the glue for the whole family and the friend groups. Wow. What other things do they need to know about what is not being said that they need to hear when it comes to their friends or family? That you are sometimes surrounded by people that are argumentative, they want to fight or compete with you. And maybe you've been dealing with this your whole life. Maybe you had like a mother who was competing with you, or you know, for, you know, like your beauty or your talent, and they were like jealous of you, or like you might have had siblings that there was a lot of sibling rivalry and stuff like that, or just people like you grew up in a family that was maybe very religious, and then you realized that that wasn't your value system, and like that, you know, maybe you and your family like argued about that or something like that. Seems like too with the friends, something always comes up and you end up letting people go because you don't end up seeing eye to eye, or you don't get valued. You may have a hard time finding friends that value you, okay? Now, next is career and purpose. What is blocking them from fully stepping into their life purpose? Two of Cups. Let's get one more. Page of Coins. Basically, what's going on here is that you want to do something, but you don't know if there's money in it, okay? As far as like a career, maybe you want to be a tarot reader, or you want to be a Reiki master, or you want to be an energy worker, but maybe you don't know if there's money in it, okay? Maybe you have spiritual gifts and talents and you want to use them, or you have artistic talents that you want to share with the world, but there's not a lot of money to be made in that area. So that could be holding you back from doing it, from fully stepping into your life's purpose. And now the Two of Cups is about, you know, like, well, basically it's about loving what you do and doing what you love. And it seems like here, like, you may be like just learning something. So with the page, it's almost like too, like maybe you don't have the skill set yet and you need to build a little bit more in order to be able to really flourish and make a lot of money at that, in that field. But you may be like with the page is kind of just starting out, you know, it goes like page, knight, king, so king, queen. So it's kind of like just starting out like a novice or just learning something. So maybe that's kind of holding you back, that like you're not really quite a master yet and there's a lot to like learn yet, okay? But if you have the patience and the hard work, you can do anything. What hidden strengths or talents do they have that they have not yet embraced? The Devil, Six of Wands, Strength, Jeesh. You're very powerful, group 2. In fact, you have the power to make things happen. Like with, I'm seeing the magician in my mind. You're very strong. You have all kinds of power to do, like, this might sound funny, but like spells and stuff, spell work, for the good, for the greater good. And you have the ability to heal people with your energy and your physical touch. You can heal people's hearts. You would have a really great career as a counselor or therapist because you're all heart. You have a healing presence about you. And your strengths or your talents are that you're a healer and that you're really strong and that you have the gifts of magic and manifestation. And 6 of Wands is about protection and self-defense, and then against, like, the devil, which would be like evil. So I'm getting definitely like you could be like an earth angel, seriously, like that you are almost like a spiritual ninja in some ways, fighting off the negativity. And you hold a lot. You're a transmuter. You take on a lot. Maybe that's why you had like the toxic family or the toxic friends in the past. You take it on. You take on all this like negativity, and then you transmute it, and it makes you more powerful. It's interesting because it's actually giving you power. That's actually kind of a blessing then, isn't it? It feels like a curse, but it's actually a blessing that you're able to take on negative things, okay, and then transmute it into power for yourself to be able to make your spells work or your intentions. Like, your prayers are very powerful, and it's because you've transmuted so much. You've done so much, like, you're a light worker for the whole world. I can see that here. And you're a healer. You're healing the world. It kind of reminds me of that Heal the World by Michael Jackson. Make it a better place. But yeah, you're of the light for sure. And you're doing wonderful things for others. And it's like you're being very blessed. But you may be overlooking your talents and your gifts right now. Or you're not giving yourself enough credit. But when it comes to their intuition and their spiritual path, what is hidden from them on their... when it comes to their spiritual path and their intuition, what unforeseen forces are influencing them at this time? I think that this could be a mother. This could be a mother here, or a motherly person. This could be an older sister or an aunt. Somebody who, person is influencing you more than you may know. Maybe in a positive or in a negative way. Let's see. Oh, and it's not in a good way. So, I just got chills. So this person, this mother, is influencing you in a very negative way, possibly giving you a lot of anxiety when you think about it. But like, if you were to face it and take it on as just far as like transmuting that energy. Face it. Don't run away from it. But there's definitely like a negative female figure here that's older than you, who was supposed to like nurture you, and then obviously here was like a wolf in sheep's clothing and caused you a whole hell of a lot of distress, anxiety, sleepless night, and maybe even made you feel like you were going crazy. Maybe even called you crazy, or this person's a crazy maker. Okay. And they tried to mess you up on your path, and they tried to prevent you from your Earth Angel journey, basically. They tried to block you from your blessings and block you from knowing who you were, because you're very powerful. And it's giving me it's giving me? The Tangled mom, the mom from Tangled, where she tried to clip Rapunzel's hair to stay young and beautiful because her hair was like magic. She was magical. And she wanted Rapunzel for herself. So she was a really evil mom, and like, she wasn't even really her mom, I don't think, in the movie, but it was like almost like so deep and eerie and so much to it. It's almost like what it's giving me is that what's hidden from you too is like, this is not a real mom. This is like a fake. This is a fake. And this is not your real mother here. This is like a fake. So, because a real mother, a real true mother, like a real true spiritual mother would never treat somebody like that. So this was a fake counterfeit. And that's what's kind of hidden, is that this might have even been somebody who was possessed. Maybe your mother was possessed or is possessed, or whoever this person is, and something not nice took over them and controlled their whole life and made their life miserable, may have brought a lot of bad things upon them. And I just heard like torture or something, like this person was like a tortured soul, and then they tried to make you feel or take on some of their pain so they didn't have to do it alone. Ugh, I don't like that energy. So this is getting pretty deep. Let me know if this is resonating with you. So I should put a trigger warning on this. When it comes to a truth you're resisting about yourself, what is it, Spirit? What's a truth that they're resisting about themselves? That you're more powerful than what you realize. You might have, when I pulled this card out before, you might have been like, yeah, right, I don't have power. My spells don't carry any power. I don't have any power. That's bullcrap. But you're not giving yourself enough credit. You may have to study how to do this, because maybe it comes natural, but maybe to you, you're not recognizing it, and you just need to practice a little bit more, or learn how to manifest with, learn how to manifest. There's a wonderful book called E Squared by Pamela Grout. You may really like that. I'm not affiliated with that book in any way, but it's just one of my favorites. So, E Squared. It has little exercises in it to help you become a better manifester. But all it's going to take is for you to, practice. Like, just think of it as using training wheels. Practice little things here and there, and before you know it, you'll take off. You're going to be manifesting. But you got to believe in yourself. Believe in your power. Believe in your ability. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and get some quick confirmations. Somebody could have been born in November, May, December, or August. We have an Aquarius, Leo, Virgo. Let's get another one, since I like to have 4 different ones. An Aquarius, again, double Aquarius, and Virgo. Okay, let's get some letter tiles. I heard Sierra, Steve, Meredith. I might say your name, or you might hear names of people you know. If you don't hear me say your name, look for your name spelled out in the letter tiles. Lead. Ooh. Something you're eating, or you could have something you're eating could have lead in it. Okay. If you are taking, this might sound weird, if you are taking sugar-free Matamigosol, you may very well, there's a high chance or likelihood that you have been ingesting small amounts of lead. Okay? Because that's something that Spirit is telling me. It seems very specific to somebody out there. Anyways, if you hear me say your name, fine, good. If not, look for it spelled out. You can duplicate letters if you need to. If everything's there except one letter, it still counts. And you can look for your, if everything's there, so I think I said everything. Also, you can look for your initials if you need to. I heard Rochelle, Michelle, Nichelle with an N, Tegan, Tennille, Tia, Tammy, Tamika, Tamisha, Ryan, Brittany, Lucy, Lacey, Tracy, Trixie, Dixie, Daisy, Shanae, Shania, Sinead, Cleo, Colton, Cole, Travis, Trevor, Viola, Carpenter, Sam, Sammy, Samir, Hogan. That could be somebody's last name. Hill, Hills. Somebody could be from Round Rock. Carmel. Provo. Michael. Noel. Lorena. Belle. Laura. Lara. Lana. Tanya. Tani. Sabrina. Selena. Serena. Serena and Selena. Delisha. Cheryl. Charisse. Cherry. Nigel. Regis. Clay. Clayton. Claimer. That could be somebody's last name. Waymer. Weimer. Wyman. Winans. Ciela. Donna. Tashi. Tasya. Truman. Carter. Meadow. Isa. Isabella. Marco. Inez. Miles. And Gentry. Also Nicole. Okay, so you can go ahead and play Spiritual Scrabble here. See what you can find. See what stands out to you. Like somebody here could be a teacher. I am seeing that in the tile. You could be a teacher. Lead teacher. Somebody could be a lead teacher at a daycare. Somebody could work at a church. Somebody's a singer. Somebody could be a CNA or financial advisor. RA, somebody could be an RA, resident advisor. Loan officer. Somebody could be an author. And I heard Shreem. Shreem Reem. That could be a different language, but I'm not sure. Sri Lanka. So that's what I got here. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Remember, every time you like, comment, and subscribe, you're helping the channel, so thank you so much. If you enjoyed today's video and you know somebody who might like it too, feel free to share it. Remember that you can watch as many piles as you felt drawn to. If you're interested in a personal reading, you'll find all the details in my description box below or at my website, www.mysticrosepsychic.com. I'll link that down below. My readings are super affordable, and it's always a lot of fun to connect with y'all. You might have heard by now about my Patreon community, where I do offer 2 exclusive weekly readings, including spicy love readings, romance, gossip, beauty, and deeply spiritual topics. You even get to suggest and vote on weekly topics. Plus, you'll gain access to a growing library of hundreds of past readings, all starting at just $3 a month. And so if that sounds exciting, check out the link in my description box below. I would love to have you join. Also, if you haven't yet visited my sister channel, Mystic Rose Tarot Collective, it's all about love and romance. Be sure to check it out and subscribe over there too if you love the content. I would love to see you there. A heartfelt thank you to every one of you who watches, likes, comments, and shares my videos, and a special thanks to my Patreon members and channel members. Your support means so much to me. If you'd like to contribute, you can become a channel member today for only $5 a month, or check my description box for other ways to support the channel. Donations are never expected, but they do truly help me to create and bring you more tarot content. I'm so grateful to have you here. Stay beautiful, and until next time, Group 2. Take care. Bye. Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome. If you chose this gorgeous green fluorite, light green fluorite, or image 3, you're in the right place. We're going to have fun today. We're going to take a deep dive. I hope you're ready for this. What is hidden from you? And we're going to be talking about what is hidden from you in many sectors of your life, including mental and emotional, love and relationships, family and friendships, career and purpose, finances and abundance, spiritual path and intuition, and your life path and future. Spirit, please be here with me now. Please help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to Group 3, all about the questions at hand. Please speak through me as you always do. Please bring in light, peace, positivity, and protection. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, when it comes to mental and emotional clarity, oh, we got one that's turned around here. What emotions is my Group 3 pushing down and suppressing, or they're not aware of that they're having right now? That may surprise them. What emotions may they be kind of pushing down right now? What is hidden from them that they maybe pushing down, and like I said, they don't even know it. You are fighting something. Yeah, so we do have the Five of Wands. That's for fighting something. There's something bothering you, possibly about, I mean, this could be anything. Let me see. This could be that you are, okay, as far as like something you're not happy with, you may be in a relationship you're not happy with, and you may be settling currently for somebody. Or this could be you want to meet your twin flame, or something like that, but like there's a lot of barriers and things like that in the way, and so you're fighting getting through this, and it's not easy. The other thing is that this could be in relation to you really wanting to do something you love and love what you do, but it's sometimes just easier to not even think about it, so you may be pushing down your desires for wanting to have like a real true connection with loving what you do and who you are and people that you have in your life. Um, and you're pushing it down because there's somebody who either hurt you, or they are not a good fit for you as far as compatibility. This is a Knight of Coins in reverse. So this person is on their head. They are not really doing too well. Whoever this is, they are an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, sun, moon, or ascendant. This person is in a very bad place. They could be having a lot of aches and pains, or going through, I mean, this is stuff that like you may know somebody like this who's going through something hard, and this is maybe upsetting to you to hear about, but it's like this person, if this is an ex, they're not doing too well, and it's like almost like you might have had a fight with this person. This could have been like a false twin flame or something like that. But maybe you haven't heard from this person in a while. This could all be the same person, this twin flame or false twin flame. It's going to be different for everybody. But this is definitely somebody you knew in a different life. There's something here regarding this person that is either a Taurus, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or a Gemini person. Also a Pisces is here. There's somebody here that is on your mind that you're kind of like, you're kind of pushing down feelings. You're not aware of how much it upsets you, that maybe you haven't talked to this person in a while, or you want to know how they're doing, or if they're at least okay, because you're a very caring person. And maybe that's something that like you're not very aware of, is like how, to the extent of how much you are caring about this person, and how much even if you like quote unquote like hated this person or whatever, you more like hated what they did, and you didn't hate the person, you hated what they did or what they do. And if this is somebody you're currently with, you don't like that whatever it is on hold, or like you haven't talked to this person in a while, or in a while you haven't had a heart to heart, so this is kind of on your mind, and like you may be pushing it down or not wanting to think about it, you know. Eight of Swords is about somebody who possibly walked away, that you knew this person in a past life, but like they came into your reality in this life, and it feels like they left, or they pull their energy away. They could play hot and cold with you. If this is like a partner, then sometimes you feel like they're really close to you, other times you feel like they are pulling away, and that can be very, very frustrating to you right now. But what you're not aware of is that you're just kind of pushing some of the feelings down, and that's not really healthy for you to be doing that. So what emotional wounds are still unhealed and are affecting their behavior right now? There's definitely some anxiety, something that troubled or disturbed you in the past, that you were like, I'm over it, I'm good. You might have even seen a therapist about it. Maybe you went a few times and it just didn't, I don't know. You just seemed like you didn't need the therapy anymore, and you were like, I'm okay. I can, heal myself. And I feel like for the most part, like you did, but there's something here that like still needs to be faced. And there's some anxiety that's like, you may be having a lot of anxious thoughts lately, and what the cards are saying is like, please don't ignore it. You could be also with the Three of Coins, you may be anxious about things in the future, okay? And you may be anxious or doubting yourself about your gifts, your talents, your abilities. You may be doubting yourself too much. This could be doubting your own intuition. Maybe you're second guessing yourself. It's causing you too much anxiety. Maybe you're second guessing something that when it comes to love or any other arena of your life where you just don't seem like you're happy. You want to be your best self. And there's somebody here too that you may be attached to through etheric cords that you need to kind of cut cords with, because if you look at this card, there's a cord attaching all of these women, and it almost looks like a mother, a sister, and maybe a middle, like an older sister, a younger sister, and a mother, 3 women. It could even be a coven. I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody, but if so, there's somebody you need to cut cords with, okay? Because for some of you, that's what this card means. And if it is for you, you will know it. But there's somebody here that needs to cut cords because the anxiety that you're feeling is due to is as a result of somebody else's anxiety that you're really picking up on. This could be a sister or a mother's anxiety that you are still connected to through ethereal cords. Maybe you talk to them, or maybe you never cut cords, you know. Yes, maybe there's some people in your life that you're very close to. These could be friends, and you just kind of have like maybe a bad feeling. Trust your gut and trust your emotions, because if your intuition is telling you that, then just simply cut the ethereal cords, and then your anxiety is going to dissipate, because you're carrying somebody else's anxiety from what I could see here, and that is affecting you in a really big way. But also there's something from your own past that maybe needs to be sorted out, and this is exacerbating it, and it may be adding to it. Okay, so take that how it resonates. Now let's go ahead and see in love and relationship, what is hidden from them. Let's look at the unseen dynamics, intentions, or feelings. If you are in a current relationship, what do you need to see? What do you need to see? Now, I will get into some readings for singles in just a minute, but I'm going to do a couple cards for the people who are in a relationship, or, you know, something like that. Yeah, kind of like in a relationship or something like that. And then I think I'll do one for singles, but okay, so we got that again. Dang. Okay. With the Ace of Swords and the High Priestess and the 5 of Cups. Emperor on the bottom of the deck. Some of you are in love with somebody who is sort of running the show. Like they kind of have like a big ego, and they like to be in control. And there may be also, you may know that this relationship is not very good because it's leading you to feeling either isolated or stressed, depressed, left out. Like maybe this person is doing some behaviors that's just making you feel left out, or like they maybe shut you out, or they don't like communicate with you very well. They need to tell you something. They need to speak their truth to you, and you need to have an honest heart to heart. And this person needs to not be so like in their ego and more like speaking to their, from their heart, because they do have a lot of love inside for you, or at least what they view as love, but they are really, as what I'm seeing here, like they can be quite negative or like afraid, and they can be prone to like hiding how they're feeling. When it comes to the 7 of Swords, there could be interference from other people, maybe people who are trying to give this person advice, maybe even well-meaning advice, but this person is very easily swayed and things like that. These people, though, they could be like, it could be like their mother, their aunt, their sisters, whoever this is, though. This person trusts them, and I feel like you're at the center of this, and you're like, all this is going on, And you might have caught your person in a lie. They could have lied about what their family said, or they could be going to their family talking about them. This can be gossip. They could be spying on you, gossiping. I don't know. It just seems really strange. It almost seems like to me like this person and you need to work on, if you're going to stay together, like this person has a lot to change. They need to be honest. They need to trust you. They need to like not talk to other people about you. Okay, so that's what's coming through for those of you who may be in a relationship, or even you love somebody or you're on pause with somebody, possibly like if you're in like a twin flame journey type of thing. Okay, now what about for my single people? What is being kept from them in their love life? Happiness. Happiness, okay, what about it? You may be happy if you were to meet somebody who was on your same page, somebody who's mature, somebody who has a job, somebody who is actually like caring, giving, and wise. And you're being blocked from, you could be being blocked from like a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius right now. Maybe like you have your eyes set on somebody, but you're being blocked from this person. This could be a boss. Maybe it's just not happening fast enough. 5 of Coins. You may be feeling left out. Like nothing is going your way when it comes to love, and you feel blocked overall. You may be like, when am I going to get married? You could be thinking about that. Page of Swords. You may very well be in love with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, because we have Page and Knight of Swords. Like, it looks like here, like, you are being protected, because the universe's protection is like a blessing in disguise. It's like rejection is God's protection, they say. So you may be thinking about somebody or wanting somebody, but like you could be being blocked from it because you might think it would make you happy and feel like it would give you everything you ever wanted, but in actuality it would be like a bad match, a poor match, a mismatch. And you're on way different levels, actually. You're on way, way different levels. So if that is being blocked, that's why. Spirit wants you to know that. And if you're not seeking after a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, then this could be just somebody who embodies that kind of energy. So somebody who is very smart, very good with computers. They could work with computers. This is also somebody who generally speaks their truth, or they're very blunt. They can just tell you something and it's very blunt. They are also somebody who would be described as go with the flow, kind of like young at heart. Okay, so how are they showing up in love? You're showing up as somebody who, you're very intuitive, and sometimes when you meet new people, they're kind of scared by it. They're like, holy cow. Or like, how are you so intuitive? Like, they almost don't know, they don't understand it. You may be attracting people who have never heard of like bilocation or astral travel, or maybe they don't have a lot of like experience with tarot cards or astrology. And they just look at you like you are really out there or woo woo, and then they're kind of perplexed, and I feel like too, like they're intrigued by it. But yeah, this is kind of like people don't expect this necessarily, how really, really deeply psychic you are, and it can really take people by surprise. Okay, and I think that some people really do like it, and others are like, where does this come from? Like, are you a good person? Are you not a good person? Like, some people would actually think that. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but some people would be like, where are you getting your, who's your source? Are you talking to like, demons, or are you talking to God or angels, or what's your source? Because people don't always know how to take it, because you're always like really spot on with your accuracies with like your hunches and stuff. And people can look at you when they first meet you and they're just like, they almost like could look at you and size you up and think, oh yeah, I know this person looks kind of spiritual, but they have no idea the depths of your spirituality. They have no idea how intuitive you are. They have no idea that like sometimes your dreams can be like scary accurate or like a mirror or a parallel to what is going on in your reality, and you can see different things once in a while in your dreams, like future events or things that play out or things that played out in the past, or like you're just very deep and insightful. They don't know that you know about like, and you could astral travel if you really wanted to, and like you're very very like spiritually endowed. That's what spirit just said. You're spiritually endowed. Well endowed spiritually. Okay. Which is a term I've never heard before, so thank you, Spirit, for that. That's kind of funny. Yes. So, when it comes to family and friends, what is hidden in the family dynamic that affects them still today? King of Wands, and we have Ace of Wands, but it's in reverse. So I'm really sorry to see some of this going on within your family dynamics. This could be in the family that you were raised in, or if you have a current family, let's say you have kids and you're divorced. Somebody here like may have left. You might have come from a family where your dad left, or there was a divorce between your parents, or you actually might have been married and you got a divorce. Okay, but like there's definitely here like a divorce or an ending, and somebody took their energy away. This kind of affected you. This person could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Not necessarily. They don't have to be. They could have that in their sun, moon, or ascendant, but they don't have to be. They could just be somebody who's like, you know, usually they're like a protective type of person and really warm-hearted and stuff, but like this person can turn kind of dark and be like bossy and intolerant and intolerable and just pompous, like they know everything. They can be very patronizing and they have a dark side. Okay. This person too, like they can be so picky. They can have such high standards for other people that they seem like not very nice sometimes. It's almost like they yeah. Another thing about this person is like they can be very irresponsible and like immature. Okay. Sometimes they just don't see reality for how it is, and they may blame you a lot. And so that is actually kind of affecting you on some level. Like this is some kind of hidden family dynamic that still is affecting you. Could have been the family you grew up in, like I said. There's a knight and a king. So I feel like whoever this is fell from your graces. This person, this Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or whoever this person is with this fiery energy, they fell from your graces because you held them in high esteem. And it's almost like after the way that they treated you, or after you found out something about them, they just fell, like you stopped respecting them basically, and they could never get that respect back. So I do see that there was some kind of ending, and you were just like done with this person, but it still kind of it affects you in some ways. This card is coming up a lot here, and the Seven of Swords is about theft, betrayal, dishonesty, and running away. So somebody here was very dishonest, was not forthright, and because of that, like you had to protect yourself, and you're very strong because of it, but as a result, that's affecting you, that's making you stronger. It also makes it so that it's easier to cut people out of your life now. That's kind of how it affects you now. It's just easy. As soon as somebody starts showing signs of like being toxic, you're like, bye. Bye. Like you're the type of person that you'd rather have no friends than bad friends. What is not being said in the family and friendship area that they need to hear? What is not being said is there could be family secrets, or your friends are keeping secrets from you, not telling you everything. maybe even placating you, or like being fake. What I say, like, there's something here about this because the moon is for secrets, and your friends and or family are they're keeping things from you, and they need to be saying like the truth, the whole truth, and they need to say this so that you can hear it loud and clear. It has something to do with, for some of you, with the Seven of Cups, that can be about illusion, having other options. Seven of Cups is about having commitment issues. So let's get a few more. So somebody here could have like acted like they were committed to you, and acted like they were your like best friend, or acted like they were on your side. This could be a sister here, or any other relative or friend, but like somebody here kind of acted like they were on your side, and then it was almost like they showed you one, it's almost like they showed you one way, but they were actually really fake, because I'm seeing like the moon, and the moon has like the backside of the moon, which you never see, and then the part where you always see it, but like they might have showed you something, but on the other side they had a whole different aspect to them. And this person, it makes you anxious thinking about it. It just makes you like feel very upset. And this person also was hiding. There was somebody, either a family family member or friend, who had a mental illness that they were hiding from you and didn't tell you about, and they weren't getting it treated. So we have the Six of Cups, and that is about childhood memories, and almost like your innocence. Something happened with your innocence, was gone. Maybe you grew up too fast. Okay, you had to grow up too fast, and there's still something that needs to be healed about that. So you may feel like you're over it, but there's still something here that's causing anxiety when it comes to this. You having to grow up too fast, you taking on too many responsibilities, or you trying to hide who you really are as a person to please other people. But whatever this was, taking this treatment when other people, you knew they were lying to you and they weren't telling you the whole truth. There's so many things here that actually still affect you today, that is hidden from you, that's in your psyche, that you may need to get out by either drawing, journaling, writing stories, or talking to a therapist or a true friend about. What role do they unconsciously play in their family or friend group? What role does group 3 subconsciously play in their friend group? So you kind of play the role of, oh geez, we got those two together. Let's see if we can get some more. Unfortunately, you've had to play the victim, because you've been the victim of a lot of weird stuff. I'll just say that. I won't go into all the dark stuff here, but like, you've been a victim of people trying to, in your own family or friend groups, like compete with you, start fights with you, compare themselves to you. This is like a mother energy here. You could have had a very toxic or narcissistic mother. And okay, so because of that, you could have suffered from like codependence or borderline, or borderline personality disorder that could have affected you that way. So it's almost like it puts you on guard. It almost like brought out the worst in you. This could be something that you're working on, or something that you've conquered, or something you're going through right now, but this is how it has affected you. You may be at different stages with this, but like, let's say earlier in your life, or like I said, some of you could still be going through this now, that because of the way you were treated by friends or family, it put you on guard. It made you feel like you had to compare yourself with other people. It made you feel on defense. And it made you feel like you were acting like somebody you didn't even recognize. And it could have caused a lot of like shame, and it may have caused you to hide or hide parts of yourselves away. Disassociate. You could have felt that you had multiple personalities. You could have split your personalities, and then I see somebody going, who am I? Like, I don't even know who I am. And that has caused a lot of upheaval and sadness, just not knowing exactly who you are. You could be anything, but who are you really at the core? And that might have been stripped away from you or taken away from you because maybe a parent was like, you're not allowed to be who you are. You're going to be this way. You're going to be that way. And it's like, you've had to do your own soul searching and your own journey to find out, who are you? What do you like? Because maybe you're the type of person where it's like somebody would ask you, okay, what are your hobbies? And then you just kind of like look sort of blankly like, I don't know. And if that's where you're at, that's okay, because it's a good place to start to build yourself up. You can't get, you can't, if you're already at a low point, you can't go down any lower, okay? So if you want to grow, there's plenty of room to grow if that's how you are right now. But this could be something that you had to conquer. So it just depends on the stage of where you're at right now. But some of you have overcome this. Some of you are moms too. You're a mom yourself now. Maybe you had a negative mother, but you're a mom yourself now, and you've become a better mom because of this. Okay, you used that as like a springboard, as something to propel you forward into being the best mom that you can be. Okay, and now you know what a bad mom is. You know what being good, like a good mom, means. So like, or father. That could be for the fathers out here watching too. So now let's look at the next sector, which is your career and purpose. So when it comes to your career and purpose, what is blocking them from fully stepping into their life purpose? It could be money, okay, and it could be too that you do have a little bit more expertise to gain and knowledge in certain areas, or maybe networking with the right people. But it could be that, because we have the Knight of Coins. The Page is somebody just starting out. The Knight has more experience. The King has like mastered the craft. So you're kind of in between. So this could be holding you back a little bit, that you need a little bit more expertise in order to really gain financial prosperity in this field of whatever your dream is. And as soon as you gain more expertise or you network a little bit more, you're going to be in a lot better place. Yeah, you're just starting out. A lot of you're just starting out on this journey. You've just embarked upon this maybe within the last like 6 months or a year. This could be a new career change for you or something like that. And you're just you've had some experience, but you want more, and it's going to bring you more prosperity. Like the more you learn, the more you grow. And you could also be in some kind of role where you're teaching others. You could be in charge. You could be an entrepreneur. If that's the case, you just need to learn a little bit more about like business. And the best way to do it, or the best way to learn it, is by jumping in and doing it. So you're going to be just fine. You may just need a little bit more experience. But what is blocking you from fully stepping into your purpose? Maybe just not having the opportunities right now, but they will come, okay? As these other things fall into place, you will have more opportunities, okay? And the universe will give you more opportunities. It's almost like having to prove yourself in a way, but then you'll get more clients or more customers or whatever, okay? You may have to build yourself a reputation. So that's what I was getting here. And what are their hidden strengths or talents that they have not yet embraced? Ace of Coins is your hidden talents and your strengths is that you're very good at diffusing arguments between people. So you're a great negotiator too. And you're talented at seeing things from other people's perspectives and diffusing arguments. So you're a mediator. You're a mediator and you're a wonderful negotiator. And you're not seeing that about yourself. You have very good business acumen. And you could start your own business. It could be a spiritual business. It could be any kind of business. And you would do very well on top. Okay? I see you like heading for success and you're on top. Or like you're almost there. Page of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you are good with computers. You're good with the latest gadgets, technology. And you are intelligent and you have a very large vocabulary and you're somebody who's succinct. The way that you speak is articulate, and you're truthful. People can rely on you to, they can come to you, they can get the truth, and they can actually understand what you're talking about. You don't beat around the bush, and you speak eloquently, and you are somebody who's very fair. Like I said, you don't like to take sides. You're very diplomatic, and you're urbane, and you're like easygoing. You could basically get along with lots of people. And then we do have 2 stuck together, 8 and 9 of coins. Wow. So with the 8 and 9 of coins, lots of exchanges with business going on here. I could see that, like, you're very good at deciding, is this client worth it or not? Is this a worthy investment or not? You're very good at, like, deciding what you should invest in or not. You can just, it takes you like less than a minute, and you can tell if, like, you can just tell, you can make a good business decision with a sound mind and intuition. You're very intuitive, and it helps you to gain success. It really does. And you will have a lot of affluence in your area of expertise. And you are becoming a master because you are working on yourself, working on your skills, gaining new skills all the time. And you have a wonderful memory too, so you don't lose the old skills, and you're constantly applying what you learn. And you're getting better and better all the time. So when it comes to, like, finances, what hidden beliefs do they have about money and abundance? Well, when it comes to money and abundance, you may think that, like, that's like rich, only extremely beautiful people get famous, or only extremely talented people get famous or rich. And that could just be a false thinking, okay? Or, like, you have to, something about pretty privilege, or, like, yeah, it's a false belief. So many people actually, they don't care what you look like, or you could be the most beautiful person in the world. It doesn't matter. You are extremely good with people. That's the thing. You're talented and you're good with people. And basically, when it comes to, like, things you're overlooking about, like, money and abundance, or, like, things that you could be overlooking in the finances and abundance sector of your life, is that you're not giving yourself enough credit, and you may not even almost be able to visualize yourself as wealthy. But you need to start visioning yourself as wealthy, because you deserve it. You may be like, I'm not pretty enough, or I'm not handsome enough, or I'm not attractive enough, or I'm not talented enough. But these narratives you're telling yourself, yeah, or, like, I'm never going to be rich. Like, stop doing that and flip the switch. Maybe even write down some positive things, like, on a sticky note. Put it somewhere up on your cupboard or something. Read it every day. And these narratives won't hold you back anymore. Tell yourself, affirm it. Affirm it to the universe that you are worthy of investments, and people will want to invest in you. You have so much to offer. And keep away negative people, okay? Because negative people will try to hold you back from your success, especially people who may whisper bad things in your ear, or people who are, again, you're going to have to use your discernment to see who is a worthy client, who is somebody that's worthy of doing business with. And your intuition will never fail you. Be strong. You don't need certain clients. It's okay to reject some people or some clients. When it comes to business, you also don't have to be everyone's best friend in the workplace, so remember that. It's okay to say no. It's okay to turn down a client if you don't feel comfortable with it. Never take on a job that you feel is a waste of time, or it's just not going to pan out. Just say no. It's okay. You'll get better at saying no as you go along. You're not going to hurt people's feelings. What you're going to do is be taking care of your own self or your company. So it's okay. You may be like, well, I don't want to be in the charge of people. I don't want to hire and fire people because it's going to make me feel sad. You will get stronger at it, okay? It's just part of life. It's part of, people get hired, people get fired all the time. You may just be, like, not ready to step into an authority type of role, but, like, you're being called to. and you're going to have to deliver some tough news to people, okay? So that could be what's hidden from you, is that you're being called to do some tough things in a leadership role that you may not want to do, or have some tough conversations, okay? But you're going to be blessed with a lot of abundance if you take on this role. It's brave of you, but be brave and you'll be blessed, okay? What spiritual gifts are they not fully using at this time? What spiritual gifts are they not fully using at this time? Queen of Wands, and you're not fully using the power of your words to manifest things, and you're not fully doing it because you're not believing in it. You're not really fully believing that whatever you say will come true, both negative and positive. So the things you tell yourself, please make sure that they're good and positive, because maybe you're thinking that it's not working because it takes a long time, or sometimes you might put a manifestation out there and it's just not meant for you, and that's okay too. Sometimes they're blocked on purpose, by the universe, because it's like not meant for us. But like, I think it was pile 2. I was telling them about, like, I think it might have been this pile, I don't know. But I remember having this discussion with somebody during this reading at some point about the book E Squared. And it's a wonderful book about how to manifest. And I have nothing to do with that author or that book or that whatever. But it's just one of my favorites. So I wanted to share that if you are trying to manifest, and if you want to know a little bit more and do some exercises, E Squared by Pamela Grau is the best book for that. But yeah, you have a gift for this, for manifesting what you want, and you're not believing it because you're not putting the passion behind the words. And that's the part of it, is the ingredient is like taking action too, but like putting the passion in it, passion into the law of attraction, and making it happen for yourself, okay? So let's see. What unseen forces are influencing pile 3 at this time? Okay, so you may not be seeing things with clarity. You may be seeing things through rose-colored glasses, but you're not seeing something clearly. So it's very important for you to be very balanced and grounded during this time, and to try to see things clearly how they are. And there's something that you're ignoring, or that a red flag that you could be ignoring, and that you really need to pay attention. Even if you get the slightest bad feeling about somebody, you got to pay attention to it, because otherwise it will bite you in the butt. You got to pay attention to your intuition and honor it, because it is very handy and it's serving you well, but only if you use it. And if you don't use your intuition, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. Okay, it's like a muscle. You've got to exercise it. That's why that book, E Squared, is so good, because it's about practicing. It gives you exercises to practice manifesting, and you have to practice your psychic gifts too. 9 of Wands too. Like, you got to defend yourself against people who you're not seeing clearly. And like, if you see any red flags, walk away. Don't do business with them, whatever. Yeah. 6 of Wands. Like, I cannot make this up. I can't. But yeah, and if you do this, you're going to get a lot of success and good news and recognition, and victory and award will be yours, and acclaim. Okay, so that's why it's so important to not do business with these people. Not, if you're entertaining people at your house and these people are like rude, or they're on a totally different page, or like they're disrespecting you, like, first sign of that, no, like, you're not coming back. Okay, you're done here. And that's all you got to do. Don't be in denial about it. Okay, that's what Spirit's saying. See things clearly. And let's see. All right, I think that's good for that part. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some confirmations. Okay, quick confirmations. You could be a Leo sun, moon, or ascendant, Pisces sun, moon, or ascendant, Scorpio sun, moon, or ascendant. We have Pisces twice. Now we got Leo twice and Aries. So you could be Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, or Leo sun, moon, or ascendant. You could have been born in June, March, May. Since we got March twice, let's roll again. April. So you could have been born in April, May, March, or June, or the 4th, 5th, 3rd, or 6th of any month, the 9th of any month, the 14th of any month, or the 18th of any month for a birthday. Let's get some names here and some spiritual Scrabble. I heard Kiera. Your name could be Kiera. I could say names of people you know. Just let that be extra confirmation if you hear a bunch of people's names that you know. But you could see your initials in here. You could see your name spelled out. If everything's there except one letter, it still counts. If there's only one letter missing, it still counts. The name Karma or Carmen, Carlisle, Carly. Somebody could be from Cayman Islands, New Zealand. The name Mark, Marcus, Zai, Jackie, Jaquel, Muriel, Blaze, Hugh, Hubert, Zana, Zana, Zara, or Zara, Kurt, Kirk, Benedict, Bellamy, Eleni, Eleanor, Elena, Alanis, Rob, Rita, Ricky, Rashid, Nova. Somebody could be from Nova Scotia. Patricia, Patrick, Kelsey, Dee, Alice, Alicia, Jamie, Matt, Susan, Soraya, Nishi, Aditi, Eva, Kyler, Adina, Annie, Aurora, Lionel, Pam, Brookie, Jashay, Nyla, Ben, I think I said Ben already, Jose, Philip, Josie, Kane, Ace, Abe, Fisher, Toby, Tobias, Scott, Scotty, Connor. I'll say a few more names, okay, and then we'll move on. Haley, Jaden, Justin, Gentry, Jenna, Jess. Somebody could be an RN, nurse practitioner, nurse, something in the medical field. Somebody could be an ear, nose, and throat doctor, ENT. Somebody could work in X-ray or be a dental hygienist. Somebody could be, maybe you just quit a bad habit. I'm saying quit. Maybe you recently quit drinking or quit smoking or something like that. If so, congratulations. Cab. Somebody could drive like a taxi or something like that. Somebody here could drive a Tahoe. The name Neve or Nev as I think I said Xavier, didn't I? Did I say Xavier? Christy, Crystal, Mavis, baby. Somebody here could have recently had a baby, or you could be pregnant. Ricky, Rochelle, Ricer. Maybe your last name is Ricer. I heard Ribbon. I don't know. That could be a last name. That's an interesting name. Also, somebody here could be a chef, because I was hearing oats too. So, what is a ricer anyway? Is that for something that, a machine that you make rice in? So, yeah, somebody could be like a chef, a cook, something like that. The name Race. Somebody's name could be Race, like their last name could be Race. Rebecca. And somebody could work the night shift. And somebody here could work at a library. And I'm also getting that somebody here could work at a gas station. Library, gas station. Or be like a DJ. Carmen. Somebody's name could be Carmen. And I'm hearing that Karma's a Bitch by JoJo Siwa. So, Karma's a Bitch. Maybe you listen to JoJo Siwa's music? I don't know. Or the name Joe or JoJo. Joey? Jody? Josie? Okay. Jocelyn. So yeah, those names are coming through. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. That helps the community and channel grow and flourish. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed today's video and you know somebody who might like it too, feel free to share it. And remember, you can watch as many piles as you felt drawn to. If you're interested in a personal reading, you'll find all the details in my description box or on my website. And you can find that down below in the description box, mysticrosepsychic.com. I'll have it listed in there. My readings are very affordable, and I love to connect with you all. It's so much fun. You might have heard by now about my Patreon community where I offer 2 weekly readings, exclusive weekly readings. They are spicy love readings, romance, beauty, gossip, and deeply spiritual topics. You even get to suggest and vote on weekly topics, plus you'll gain access to a growing library of hundreds of past readings, all starting at just $3 a month. So if that sounds exciting, check it out. There's a link down in my description box below. I'd love to have you join. And also, if you haven't yet visited my sister channel, Mystic Rose Tarot Collective, it's all about love and romance. Be sure to check it out and subscribe if you enjoy the content. I would love to see you there. A heartfelt thank you to every one of you who watches, likes, comments, and shares my videos. And a special thanks to my Patreon members and channel members. Your support means the world to me. And if you'd like to contribute, you can become a channel member for only $5 a month, or check my description box for other ways to support the channel. Donations are never expected, but they do help me to create and bring to you more tarot content. So I'm grateful to have you here. Stay beautiful, and until next time, take good care. Bye.